So is there a greater emphasis with the new studio and the outlay of the studio with the internet and social media and Web 2.0 moving forward with how news is driven online?
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do with this new studio space, we've put with the digital team, we've actually put them in the studio space next to the normal broadcast team. We've created this new desk, which is just over here, called the digital desk. And the idea is that there are many different distribution platforms. It's not just about putting it out down the satellite and the cable. And we want to align what's going and trending on air and on the web page and on Twitter with the discussions that we're having and feed those back into each other. And the touchscreen here is a pretty good example of this. This morning, of course, we've been covering the Glencore IPO. And Becky's been here saying, look, this is what is on the web page, on this plasma screen, why this fund manager is not buying Glencore. We've got this story out this morning from Warren Gilman, chairman of the Central Fund of Canada. And so she's on air in the studio pointing out what is online on a plasma screen. So putting the two discussions together. And she doing this, then that refers the discussion back into what the studio audience is talking about. And that way we're driving product across all the platforms.
Okay, so and when you're talking about what's happening online and the news stories affecting it, you can then, I assume, use your fantastic big news wall here to then see how the prices are moving that those stories will affect.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this gives you a scale of what the studio is. If I turn around here, this is what we call a heat map. This is the 600 stocks throughout Europe. And in one easy go, you can see we're trending here at about the decliners. We're about 8-2 advances versus declines. So it gives you a very instant representation of where the weight is in terms of the market action. But you can put any data into this wall and you can move it around a lot. So we can put in, then after that, you can go down into the individual stock indices, you can look at individual currency charts, individual stock charts. You could put in the bond board. So it's a great big space. You can move around a lot and put in video. And any stories you want to highlight, you can put the data into this and say, OK, drill down and highlight what the stories are and what it means for money and investors.
And compared to the original news wall that was just here,
yeah,
how much better is this to work with from a presenter's point of view?
Well, it's fantastic because it's more than double the size. The old video wall finished about here, and then we go all the way over here. It's also unique that it's got a kink in. It's technically quite difficult, but it gives that visual presentation a real extra kicker. And you come all the way over here, there's just a lot more you can do. So without having to change walls, I could put stock charts up here, I could put some video in the middle, I could put some currency boards over there as well. And we can do an awful lot more. And I think as a presenter, it's nice to be able to get out of the chair, walk around and really display things. It gives some dynamism.
And finally, from a presenter's point of view, a fabulous new desk.
Yeah, we'll take some shots. Let's go and have a look at the desk. This has been designed to really encourage great conversation. So we can get 6 people around this desk. And it's designed so the eye lines are all pretty good and it's intimate at the same time as being sort of impressive to look at. Because what we're about is a daily conference, a daily discussion about the issues that matter to investors, CEOs, to businesses, wherever they are in the world. So it's important to design something that not only look good on camera, because it is still TV after all, but also that encourages great debate. And I think out of any desk I've ever presented on, this really delivers that.
And of course, a live newsroom.
Have the newsroom behind. Yeah, we've gone back. That was something that we had a long time ago, and we've gone back into showing the industry in the newsroom and the digital desk also in the studio, and bringing the sort of what it takes to put something on air and the content on air, bring that into the visual eye.
Ross Westgate, thank you very much.
Good to see you.